Welcome to #MomLife, a show about the ups and downs and must-haves and mishaps of motherhood with no filter. Unless, of course, I say Hold up. This week's episode is a little bit special because it has a London theme to it. Now, my husband is English, which makes my baby half English, and we just took her to England for the first time. So instead of diving straight into thing one and thing two, I actually want to start today's episode with Baby Meets World because I took you guys with us for Bowie's first trip to London, where we shot our first family photo shoot for a diaper bag company that we love called Tiba and Marl. We are at the train station ready to head into central London for the first time with Bowie. I've got my ginormous diaper bag locked and loaded with a million diapers and bottles. Hopefully I have enough stuff and we're ready to go. Shit, I forgot the baby. Just kidding. She's inside with my sister-in-law. Let's do it. Baby on the wiped out, so we're just gonna get some lunch while she sleeps. Spending the afternoon having lunch in Covent Garden, and we came all the way to London to have Shake Shack. First trip to London, what'd you think? Yeah! I think that's baby for we had a really good time. I was super nervous going into the day because it was going to be a long day, but it went off without a hitch. Bowie loved it. She had so much stimulation around her. She caught little cat naps wherever she could, and we just had a lot of fun exploring the city. Now it's time for a little segment I call Mom Fail Mom Goals, where I tell you if I felt like this week I was failing at motherhood or if I was having one of those weeks where I felt like I was total mom goals. This week I actually had both moments. I'm going to first talk about my mom goals moment, and then I'm going to tell you about my mom fail. My mom goals moment was having 2 successful long-haul flights with a baby in tow. On our way there, we actually had to stop for an emergency medical landing. We ended up being on the plane consecutively for nearly 14 hours. We didn't know if Bowie was gonna get restless, and we just had visions of it all going downhill very fast, but she pleasantly surprised us. She was amazing. I'm also really proud of myself for putting together a super solid diaper bag / carry-on situation because I definitely planned ahead, incurring potential delays and things that could potentially go wrong, and they did. So had I not over-prepared, we would have been completely strapped. Because this diaper bag checklist was so helpful for me, I decided to get it all down on paper as soon as I got home so I could share it with you guys and hopefully ease some of the stress as you prepare for your own family journey. If you want to download that free checklist, you can click the link in the video description down below. Now for my mom fail. I did not order enough baby formula as I would need. It was just not something I had mapped out properly. Thanks to Amazon Prime next day delivery, it wasn't too long before she had her normal formula back. The reason why this was so concerning was because Bowie's been on a dairy and soy-free diet since she was about 5 weeks old. It was a Sunday and everything closes so early on a Sunday in England. A whole night with jet lag is a long time to go without formula. Again, mom failed big time. So we had to run out to the grocery store, one that was open 24 hours, and grab whatever was on the shelf. The only thing they had was this lactose-free formula called Aptamil. Bowie is dairy and soy-free, and this was only lactose-free. It actually worked out really well for Bowie. I was gonna come on here and sing their praises for you guys, and I was trying to look up the exact pricing because I was amazed at how much more affordable their formula was than the brands that we've used for Bowie in America. But when I went to their website, I couldn't even navigate the website before reading an article on this banner that came up on their website that said, breastfeeding is best. I was able to breastfeed my daughter. I wanted to breastfeed my daughter. That's not always the case. Some women don't want to for personal reasons, and that is totally their call. And some women want to and aren't able to. I think the correct message is that fed is best always, no matter what. A happy, healthy baby is the goal. Now let's get to thing one and thing two, a segment where I compared 2 or more must-have products in the same category, share the pros and cons I had with them from my own experience, and let you know whether I think it's worth splurging or saving on said item. Today we're talking about baby monitors because we have relied on them so heavily since Bowie came home from the hospital, and when it came time to plan our trip, I was like, oh crap, we need a baby monitor. Granted, you don't need a baby monitor for every trip you're gonna take with baby, but I thought it was worth setting up a little bit of a nursery for her at my mother-in-law's because that's where we always stay when we go to England, and I think we're gonna be making quite a few trips there now that Bowie's here. With that said, I didn't want to spend too much money on a baby monitor because obviously it's not one we would be using very often. Instead of comparing a low end and a high end and telling you which one is better, I'm actually gonna tell you about the one we used at my mother-in-law's, which was on the low end of the spectrum, and the one that we used at our house, which is on the higher end of the spectrum, and just compare the pros and cons for you so you can make a choice. The monitor we used at my mother-in-law's was from Fitnair, and it was their 2.0 wireless baby video monitor, which retails on Amazon for $50. The monitor we use at home is on the higher end of the spectrum. It is from Nanit, and it retails for $210. First, I want to talk about Nanit because it is on the higher end of the spectrum, but it has a lot of features that I really appreciate having, so it makes it the right fit for us when at home and using it on the day-to-day. These features include video and audio, night vision, two-way talk, temperature and humidity sensors, a night light, bird's eye view, sound and motion notifications. It's available with a wall mount or a floor stand. And if you sign up for a subscription, sleep tracking is also available to help you improve the quality of your baby's sleep. This camera actually sits right above the crib, so it gives you a perfect unobstructed view of your baby at all times, and I love that. I also love the sound and motion notifications because if I'm using other apps on my phone or I'm doing the dishes or distracted and just not staring straight at the monitor the entire time, I do get notified when she's making noise or if she's moving around in her crib. And I also love that the Nanit comes with not just a wall mount option, but a floor stand option. If you don't want to drill big holes into your wall to have this monitor there temporarily, and it's really nice to be able to have this stand option. There's no other monitors on the market that I've found that have that feature. The Fitnair is more basic in its features, but it does have a lot of great features as well. These include video and audio, LCD display, two-way talk, night vision, temperature monitor, 8 built-in lullabies, a long battery life, and you don't need to connect to Wi-Fi. That for me is a major plus that the Nanit and a lot of other baby monitors on the market are lacking. A lot of the times Wi-Fi isn't reliable, at least not in our house. I don't like having to rely on that to be able to see that my baby is okay and hear that my baby is okay. So I really appreciated that from this monitor. Because it is Wi-Fi free, it means it doesn't connect to your phone, so you actually get a screen. You get an actual baby monitor screen, which again, a lot of monitors these days don't come with because they do rely on Wi-Fi, so they all function off of apps on your phone. When it comes to splurging or saving on a baby monitor, I am of the mind frame that it's better to spend whatever you need to on reliability. Both of these products that I've mentioned to you have great reliability, and they're in completely different price brackets. Now it's time for a little me time, or lack thereof. In this segment, I share products and hacks that will give you a little me time in half the time, because as moms, we have no time. Because London is known for its rain, I wanted to share this amazing concealer that I used while I was over there. It's from IT Cosmetics, and it is their Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. That is a lot of descriptive terms, but let me tell you, they are all true. So it wears so well throughout a long day in the city, come rain or shine. Quick disclaimer, the consistency of this concealer is quite thick. So my pro tip is use your finger to pat it in under your eye because the natural oils in your fingertip will help blend it into your skin a lot better than a sponge or a brush. Before we wrap things up, let's play a little mommy brain game. And no, this is not an actual brain game because I have total mom brain and would fail that.
Today's game isn't a mummy brain game because how the hell do you do an England themed mummy brain game? This is a rhyming slang game. I'm from South London. Cockney rhyming slang is a big part of our heritage. Basically, it's words put together that mean another word. I'll give you one example right now. Apples and pears is stairs.
Stairs.
You ready?
Yeah.
Apples and pears.
Stairs.
Bees and honey.
Bunny. Money.
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 Hank Marvin.
Starvin'.
Starving. Mutt and Jeff. You know this one because my family say this. Speak up. They're a bit Mutt and Jeff.
Oh, deaf.
Yeah. You'll know this one. Ruby Murray.
Hurry.
No. I want to go for a Ruby Murray, mate.
Oh, curry.
Mince pies.
Thighs.
No.
Eyes.
Yeah, eyes.
Really?
Skin and blister.
Sister.
This one's a little ruder. Barclays Bank. Or it could be Tommy Tank.
Spank.
No. It's an English term for something somebody would do alone.
Oh. Wank. I just did this.
Yes, you did. Yeah, wank. Dog and bone.
On my own.
No, why would I ever say
All alone.
No. Oh yeah, I'm always talking about how alone I am.
On the phone.
Phone. Custard and jelly.
That sounds so good. Smelly?
No.
Smells good. Custard and jelly. In my belly.
So this one's a little bit of a trick. The word that it is kind of an English word as well.
Telly.
Yes.
Yeah!
Congratulations.
I did really well.
You do live with someone from South London.
Okay, fine. I've done better on the Cockney rhyming slam than I have on any.
But let's tell your viewers
the
you
mom
do have a Cockney rhyming slang book
But it's
that
not
my
like I
sister got for you in
studied
our
that.
first year of being married.
You're making it seem like I cheated, but I've never read that book. No offense to your sister if she's watching.
So what are you going to say to someone who's hard of hearing next time?
Muffin and Jeff.
No.
Jeff.
Mutt and Jeff. And what are you going to do the next time you want to go and have a curry?
I'm gonna have a wank. No, what is it?
No. Love you.
I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of #MomLife. If you did and you want to keep the conversation going, then become a member of our private MomLife Facebook group. It is an awesome space and I want to see you there. So click the link in the video description below to sign up. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next one. Bye, mamas.